Why is it that some people seem to magically attract money and others struggle financially? It's not luck or being born into money. I can tell you that. It's habits, especially financial habits, that you can train, just like a muscle. So let me tell you the top 5 financial habits that separate the rich from the poor that you can start implementing today to build your very own path to financial freedom. The 5 habits build logically on each other. So try to find out which step you are currently in and then accelerate to the next one until you are financially free. And the first habit that will make you rich is the right type of education. Knowledge is key if you want to get rich. So good that you are watching our videos, because that's what rich people do. They continuously learn and try to improve themselves. And rich people know you have to learn from people who are better than you. Or would you hire this guy as a personal trainer or microwave guy to learn cooking from? Don't think so. But that's what poor people do. They rely on bad financial advice from other poor people. And because you are the sum of the people you surround yourself with, it is highly likely that the advice from your friends and family and colleagues and neighbors who are not rich will not get you anywhere. Some people in my circle try to talk me into buying my own place for years now, even though I know that paying rent is making me rich. But no matter how much I try to talk to them with logic and reason, they just hold on to their beliefs no matter what. Rich people, on the other hand, listen if somebody has something smart to say, and they stay open to new ideas and ways to improve their financial future. And if you want to discuss ideas and strategies for your very own financial future, then you can book a free meeting with us right here. The next habit that will make you rich is easier said than done. I know this from first-hand experience, being a financial advisor for 8 years now, talking to thousands of you guys. Budgeting. Now the rich don't put every single expense into the last nitty-gritty detail in their little spreadsheet, because they know a Spotify subscription is not going to decide over financial success and failure. But they have at least some form of budget, which gives them control over their finances and makes sure they don't live paycheck to paycheck. Because the less you spend, the more you can save. That's smarter. And I don't mean that you should live super frugally and save every euro you can. Try to follow the 50-30-20 rule and you will be mighty fine. 50% of your income for needs like food and housing, 30% of your income for wants, vacation or hobbies, and 20% for savings and investments, which we'll come to in just a moment. The rich know they have to live below their means to build savings and eventually wealth. Because if you have no emergency fund at all, like 30% of Germans, and an unforeseen event happens, you're fucked. Or even worse, you have to go into consumer debt to cover your expenses, which costs you an enormous amount of interest. Some poor people are trapped in this vicious cycle of living paycheck to paycheck and constantly spending money they don't have. Other poor people, because I realize not everyone is spending money hands over fist, just like my mom and I didn't when my dad left us. But what did we do? Set goals to overcome this situation by increasing our income. We made the right game plan with measurable goals to track our progress, reviewed them regularly, adjusted them, and then continued working hard for years and decades. I know you wanna get rich quick without putting in the work, but that's most likely not gonna happen. And if I wanna look like Ronnie Coleman in his prime, I have to put in the work, a lot of work. And I have to follow a strict training plan and diet plan. Otherwise, I will not succeed. And once you have a plan in place, stick to it even when things start to get tough. And don't freak out the very first time a small setback happens, because that's what poor people do. Rich people, or any other successful people for that matter, know that things take time. Poor people, on the other hand, look to fulfill only their short-term needs. And I get it. Why would you care about the long term, a comfortable retirement for example, if you have trouble filling your fridge or paying your rent next month? But then go back one habit, start budgeting, and then come back to this habit and make a plan to increase your income. And once you have done that, you can start investing. While the poor people keep on procrastinating because they don't know how long they want to stay in Germany, or they wait for lower prices or lower interest rates, the rich start investing as early as possible. Time is the most valuable asset you have. We calculated this through in a video 2 weeks ago to see how long it takes to build 1,000 euros per month in passive income. Now what should you invest in? Not the next hyped up get rich quick scheme, I can tell you that. A couple of years ago it was crypto, then it was NFTs, which are basically dead now, and now everyone should start an AI agency. This is completely ridiculous, and if you go from hype to hype, all you will do is lose money. Same if you try to optimize small details. Who cares if you pay €1 or 99 cents in trading fees? No one will ever notice the difference. But if you pay 25% taxes or receive 42% tax benefits with the right investments, that's a difference that you will feel big time. And the last habit might also be the most important one, because you have to start managing your risk at some point, and this is best done with diversification. The rich understand that, and that's why they build multiple different income streams for themselves, all while poor people rely on a single source of income. Some of you guys work for the big tech companies, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and you have done very well for yourself because you're partially paid in stocks. But what if something happens to your company and you lose your employment and the majority of your net worth? You might think that that's impossible because you believe in the company you're working for. I get it, but it is possible. Here's the history of the S&P 500, the 500 largest companies in the US bundled together. In the 1973 recession, half of your money was gone, and look how many months it took to recover. 69? Nice! So don't build your entire financial future on a single investment like poor people. Learn from the rich and diversify. The rich use their employment income as a stepping stone and not the end goal. And that's why they buy investments that either increase their cash flow or their wealth. And if you want to learn from us Germans, which would be a great idea because we are richer than ever, then you can watch this video right now. And if you remember habit 1, then you know another great idea is to book a free meeting with us right here. I'll talk to you in person very soon.